I'm Scott Bales, the Managing Director of boutique advisory firm Innovation Labs Asia, based in Singapore, but with global clients. I'm a former banker, still repenting for my sins today, but more importantly, I've spent a lot of time around digital transformation and innovation in the last decade. That includes the involvement in over 37 startups, working parallel with tier one corporates as they try and embrace the world of digital and innovation. I've worked with some amazing brands like Google, Microsoft, DBS Bank, Vodafone, Barclays, as they embrace on some fantastic aspirations for the digital economy. I love a key thing is around how do you empathize for your customer in order to build opportunities for your business. So my most popular topic, which has been the most popular topic dating back to 2012, is called Are You Ready for Isaac? It uses the upbringing of a digital native, his cultural norms, his behavioral norms, his norms in the family unit, his social norms. It helps us understand the upbringing of these people so that we can then look at them as future citizens of countries, consumers of markets, and employees in the workforce. Audiences have changed in response to digital natives quite dramatically over the last 10 years, and the first one is basically we're in the phase of what I call acceptance. The case study that I always refer to, which always gets everyone, as they say, look, no, I haven't changed. Just because digital natives are around doesn't mean I'm going to change. But they tell a story of the fact that the most revered profession on the planet for the last 4 decades is a doctor. Yet I ask the audience to put up their hands, how many of you now in the modern era will Google or WebMD a medical symptom before you go and visit the most revered profession in your life? And even in a very senior audience, at least 50% of the audience will raise their hand. And it basically gives us a fantastic way of showing us that actually that number has grown over time, and I expect for the next couple of years we're going to get close to 100%. The second one, which is a quirky one, which is a case study, is the acceptance of even slightly abnormal behaviours. And so we talk about how eating has changed over the last 10 years. And we challenge people, how has eating changed? And you realise now that 67% of the world's population admits to taking a photo of their food or beverage before they consume it within the last 7 days. And again, you get the confessions, and this is a growing number of, when I first asked that question in 2012, 2 people put their hand up. In 2018, nearly 40% of the audience will put their hand up. And it's us accepting that we as species are changing, even though we aren't digital natives. And so it means the implications of digital natives is far broader than just the youngsters and the millennials. In an increasing digital world, the role of a leader in any organisation or even in government has changed dramatically. We have moved away from the idea where we have an authoritarian imposement of decisions, direction and information to in a world where essentially the answer to any question is 2 clicks away. And what this does is it creates general curiosity and empowerment for individuals in any role of their life. And it means basically, so our job as leaders now is actually we should be empowering people. Empowerment is the key decision within digital. It's around how do you give people the tools, the freedom, the mindset and the leadership qualities so they're prepared to try new things as things evolve, to help 2 things. 1, to help organizational agility, and 2, to actually help the organization empathize for their digital native market so they can respond and create opportunity for the organization. So one of the key things that I take out to executives around particularly the mindset of technology is using a parallel or an inspirational mindset that helps them grounds their understanding. And that is, I look at how Elon Musk might look at something, and Elon's ambitions are 10 times more than anybody else on the planet. And when you start thinking beyond current limitations or current markets or current capabilities, you can take a very different perspective on how your business might evolve in the next 3 to 5 years. And so using Elon Musk as a metaphor and a framework, I particularly like looking at the financial services like banking, insurance and payments as how it will transform in the next 5 to 10 years. And we can think then well beyond a lot of the current fear, uncertainty and doubt that makes people scared of technology. And so we can reinstate a more optimistic or growth mindset when it comes to technology, so they actually want to challenge themselves. They want to try things that are bigger and bolder. Even if 50% of the time they fail, but they have tried things. So one of the key challenges that I keep getting asked is around what is the impact of artificial intelligence on us as a species? You can watch those doomsday movies of like Ex Machina or Transcendence that don't paint a fantastic picture of the relationship between artificial intelligence and humans. Even worse is for those that believe in Skynet and Terminator, you get quite scared pretty quickly. But I take a slightly more optimistic view in terms of AI, in that yes, artificial intelligence will allow us to reallocate how we use human capital, so how humans are actually utilised in the world. But actually, if you pair AI with a human, we are far more powerful. AI in itself still has limitations around its models and its frameworks and its collective learning. Humans have, we have an irrational mind. So if we can pair these two, we can actually amplify the capacity and the intelligence of the human species by asking new and challenging questions. This is most evident particularly in the chess world, where the world's best chess player got beaten by an AI. Okay, and then the AI is now continually beating them. But when you paired the AI and the human player together, nobody can beat them. So they beat the AI player and they beat the human player independently. And so AI will simply amplify the intelligence we already have with us. More importantly, help us overcome some of the limitations we have as a species, which is emotion and rationality. One of the things we've seen over time when it comes to success recipes particularly for events, is calls to action and actually making this the start or the catalyst for future activities in the organisation. So we now offer a series of value-added services that actually enhance the experience. Everything from basically all my topics now finish with a call to action, and we set homework for the organisation that they should be able to complete within the next 7 days, including the templates and the likes. The great clients actually continuously email me and ask me questions about actually doing that homework, but also it actually takes things back into the organisations to make it practical. The other things we're actually doing there is doing workshop format, so actually we can actually do the homework with the organisation in a half day or a full day format, so that realises and actualises a lot of the outputs of the topics we deliver. I'm a naturally continuously hungry and curious individual, so I will continue to pursue and push the envelope in various areas. This year you'll see a new book coming out from me called Innovation Wars, which is how companies can use innovation for competitive advantage. And I have an option coming out next year as well on Are You Ready for Isaac as a book. But you're going to see me continually investing in my time and my resources, researching and continually basically positioning myself on thought leadership. I'm really excited about the impact of technology to the world, particularly media, telecommunications, healthcare, education and financial services, and you'll see me continue producing more and more content in those spaces.